Hey guys, I am working on an Ariens ST28 DLE Deluxe Super High Output Snowblower, and I believe I purchased this back in like 2017 or 18. So what I've been doing is going through, and what the manual wants you to do is, smear some grease or lightly put some grease on the shafts in here, put some grease on the chain, put some grease on the sprocket. While I was here, I did clean up the plate that the friction disc hits, and I also removed these bolts and actually put some anti-seize over here on this end and over here as well. And my goal is, by maintaining my snowblower more, hopefully I can keep it a snowless winter. And you can thank me for that. I went and watched some of Donnie Boy's videos, and he had one within a week or so ago where he talked about, this is the snowblower axle. So your tires go on each end of this. But on the Ariens axle, so there you can see the keyway for the axle. So this piece actually, once it's on, will slip through here and go on top of this. And then you'll put this piece on in the center, and then this piece will slip on. And that gives you the ability for the wheels to turn separately. Donnie Boy made a video where he said that what happens is you'll get a lot of rust and junk inside here, and basically eventually it'll just kind of rust together. So I've never done this before. I was unaware that this had to be done. There was nothing in the directions about it or the manual. So I just wanted to, show you guys this if anybody's got an Ariens snowblower with one of these big things in the middle. And so I took it all apart. Mine, it was hard to get off. Luckily, it wasn't seized on there yet. So I took some rolled sandpaper and 120 grit and polished that up. I put some sandpaper on like a long spindle and put it down the shaft. There's a couple bushings on this, like a brass bushing it looks like. So it's only like for the first inch or so that there's actually a bushing, which I don't think I can show you guys. But it's only for like the first inch or so, and then there's probably, I don't know, like a 1/16 of an inch gap. All right, guys, I got the piece back on, and it really wasn't a big deal. I wasn't sure which way this thing goes or if it makes a difference. I guess we'd call it a differential. But there's some screws here, and when I looked in the manual, the screw heads were on this side, so that's how I put it. And then there are two big washers on the right-hand side you got to put back on as well. But the way this works now is if you want to ratchet the tires, the two sides can move independently. You see how that's doing that? And hopefully by doing what I just did, they will ratchet independently more easily. All right, guys, so we got everything on, and what'll happen is if you move the wheels forward slowly, they'll move together. But if you start to move one backwards, like when you're pulling it backwards, they can move separately. Hopefully we got that right. All right, guys, well, I got out and had a chance to give the machine a shake this morning, and the differential's working great. I had it in first gear, and I could just turn on a dime, literally, if I wanted to just spin around without disengaging the traction. And then if I wanted to disengage the traction and just pull it backwards, I could do that as well, although it has two reverse speeds. So in theory, I would just put it in reverse and use reverse. But the machine's running great. I've spent the last, a few hours, the last day or two, just going over the machine and making sure the belts were tensioned. I had anti-seize where it belonged, and the machine is basically just good to go. And it really does make a difference with the machine. So if you have time, get the manual out. I hate to say this, and just go through step by step and, figure it out as you go. because once you do this stuff once, you'll know what needs to be done. The next time it'll be more familiar. You know, I'll put a link to Donnie Boy's video somewhere here, and I'll put one down in the description, because this whole lubricating that shaft is something that I wouldn't have gotten if it wasn't for Donnie Boy. So thanks, Donnie Boy. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.